at any moment we have the choice to be a new person.
Yeah.
I love that book, Stranger in a Strange Land. Have you ever heard of that one?
Never read it, no.
And it's a really neat book, and the alien comes down to Earth, and he doesn't have any kind of conception of what it means to be a human being.
Okay.
Right, but somehow he's able to transform into a human to feel what that's like. So he lives with a family, or something's going on. It's been a long time since I read it, but I really liked it as a teenager.
Yeah.
And he's in the car at some point, and they're driving along, and he's driving or something because he's experiencing it. And then suddenly he gets the idea, I wonder what it would be like if I didn't, hit the brake to stop at the stoplight.
Yeah.
And there's cars coming through, and he goes, well, you get hit by them. Well, I wonder what that would feel like. I wonder what that experience would be like. Because he has no conception of death and those kinds of things because he's from some other planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, or pain. So he's like, he just keeps going. Everyone's like, what are you doing? Basically, they get clobbered by some big car or some big truck or something like that.
Yeah.
They get clobbered, and he's like, wakes up and he's in the hospital, casts on and everything like that, right?
Right.
So it's like we are learning as we're going, and then we invent an identity about ourselves, right, naturally through life, and we go, well, this is me, this isn't me, this is the old version, this is the new version. This is how we think about our lives, right? We need to have an idea of ourselves. Otherwise, if we were just floating through at all moments and we never had our identity, we never had any of those things, it'd be hard to get around, right? It'd be like the guy who's the stranger in the strange land.
Right.
Well, I don't remember anything. I don't know who I am, right? So
Yeah.
obviously we need to have that built in, and it's wired into us to survive and to think of ourselves a certain way, and it seems a little far out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I like that book, that it kind of imagines things in a different way.
Yeah.
It's nice to bring it back to what we experience every day, and knowing that we have a certain language, right? We have certain experiences that we grew up with, and people we know, and our friends, and who our teachers are, our parents, our beliefs, our cultural identity, all these things that we're absorbing, right? So we have all these things, and we take them all in, and we go, oh, that's how it is. Oh, that's what I was told. Oh, well, that's how my family is. That's how I am. That's who I am. Mm-hmm. Right? And we choose the things, but then we don't realize we're choosing those things because it just seems like, well, that's just how it is. And so it all gets built up, right? But really, I think what you're saying is that even though that's the case, it really isn't so. We really are more of a blank slate that every single day we have the option to look at things a new way, think about things a new way.
That's a good way to think about it. Blank slate every day.
Yeah.
You can change at any time. You can think differently at any time. Learn new things. Drop old habits. Drop old ways of living.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is kind of one of those things it's just people get attached to something.
Yeah.
The longer they're attached to it, like the stronger they feel, like the grip on it.
Yeah.
So then they have to release that grip and let go of it.
Yeah.
To really change. And there's one guy I listened to some audio. His name is Kevin Trudeau.
Okay.
And he's like the real secret to being successful is basically being open or willing to change and willing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like once this person gets to a certain point, a lot of the times they're not willing to change.
Yeah.
Or learn anything new. It's like, well, this is how it is. We've never done it any different. This is what works. But then they're just like that their whole existence, their whole life. But then successful people who are always growing and in whatever, it's because they're always changing. They're always changing with the time, changing with themselves. Their thoughts are changing. Their lifestyle is changing. They're just growing with it. And they're like, well, I was this then, but now I have to change it because I have new responsibilities, new life, new people to work with, new company, whatever. So being just that attachment is what keeps people held down, I would say. That's what seemed like it was one of my issues for a while, just attachment to certain things, to certain ideas and ways of living. And once you kind of release it, it's just that freedom, and you feel so open to oh my God, I can do anything. I don't have to be like this forever,
Yeah.